Hello everyone and welcome back to another Means to an End mission. This one's for July the 7th. Now in this video we're going to go over how we do the Means to an End mission, but there's also loads more stuff that have popped up in the new reset this week. We've got the Exodus Preparation mission, which sees us going all across the solar system picking up bounties, and we've also got the Ruinous Effigy mission, which is tied into the Means to an End mission. So let's get into it and have a look. Now then, once we arrive at the Prismatic Recaster, you can pick up your Means to an End mission there, but straight after you'll also pick up the Ruinous Effigy mission called Growth. And this is the first step for getting the Ruinous Effigy, and it ties into the Means to an End because you have to complete the Interference mission to get that step done. So don't forget to pick that up. And while you're here, you may as well pick up your bounties because you can complete them as we're going through the quest, and also go and see the Drifter and pick up the Gambit Prime and your Gambit bounties as well, because they're going to come in handy in the second step. Don't forget, go and see Zavala, listen to what he has to say to get the Exodus Preparation mission going too, and then we're all set and ready to go to Titan, because that's where it is this week. The contact event is on Titan, so let's get our asses over there. So once you land, the first thing you need to do is go and see Sloane, because we can also get the Exodus Preparation mission into motion as well. May as well do it all together. So after she's had a bit of a chinwag with you, she's got 2 new bounties that we have to do, and these are weekly bounties that she's going to give us, and we can make a start on completing them while we're also doing the Means to an End mission. So don't forget to pick them up before you leave Sloane. Then make your way out to the outdoors. You can see the big methane seas, and if you squint really carefully, you can see a massive bloody pyramid stuck in the horizon there. Yeah, you can see it's behind that building there. Anyway, bollocks to that for a minute. What you've got to do now is complete the contact event, and this week it's the monstrosity type fellow. Now then, that's a big ogre, and he's protected by 2 wizards, and the wizards will regenerate his health. So if you want to get him killed, make sure you kill the wizards so they can stop regenerating his health. And don't forget, to turn the event heroic, you need to collect the blooms after you kill the various champions, and then stick the bloom into the moat bank as well. You have to do that on each round in order for it to become heroic. And once you've done 2 heroic events, that should be enough to complete this step and get us on to the next step for collecting the Umbral traces. I don't know if you noticed there, but I got a recovery focused engram. You know, the one that is for the armor, which is quite cool. That's the first one I've got of those. Anyway, sorry, that's by the by. We're on to that Umbral traces step again, so we can either do this week Escalation Protocol, Gambit Prime, or the Reckoning, and ability kills will grant more progress. So I thought to myself, hello, I'll go and do the Escalation Protocol because there's loads of enemies there. But you know what? My advice to you is do not do the Escalation Protocol to go and get your Umbral traces. It was a disaster because I was here killing loads of mages and loads of people with ability kills, and I wasn't getting hardly any. In fact, I only got drops when we actually killed the main bosses. I came in on one here which was around about level 5, so there was loads of people around which should have been giving me plenty of Umbral traces, but they weren't. Now my theory on this is that because you're not actually in a fire team, you're not getting the Umbral benefits of your teammates getting the kills, which is all adding them all together to get the drops. Look, there we are. I see I just had one from a boss there. I went up here, all these mages coming up the hill, nothing from any of them at all. So do not do Escalation Protocol. You can either do Gambit Prime, Gambit, or the Reckoning. I chose to do Gambit Prime because I quite like Gambit Prime, and it took around about 3 matches to complete this step. Now I have heard that the Reckoning is really good to do as well, but I'm not that keen on the Reckoning, and besides I'm doing my Warlock at the moment and he's not quite up to speed on the Reckoning, so that's why I did Gambit Prime. That's why I picked up the bounties, so you know you can get your XP up on your season pass. Use everything everything, make it all work together. That's what I love about Destiny, layering different things to make it all happen together. Right, so that's that done, and now we're on to the Interference Mission, which is really good this week, and which will also start the Ruinous Effigy mission for us. So let's make our way to the Cradle mission on Io, and this again is a rerun of the second week of the mission, so you're doing the same kind of thing as you did before. We're going to go to the main tree room first of all, and we're going to take up the two wizards that are located there, and then we're going to go and make our way around the back, and a big fat ogre turns up, so we're going to kill him, and then once you've killed the ogre and dispatched the Savathun's eye, then we're off to Savathun's court. Now here's an interesting fact, particularly if you're a massive Star Wars fan like I am, well, of the original trilogy anyway. The voice of Nokris is Mark Hamill, Luke Skywalker, the Joker. How awesome is that? Have a listen, you can hear it in his throat.
The sky is vast but shallow. The deep is boundless but suffocating. There is another way.
Sorry, I had a bit of a fanboy moment there, I can't help it, it was bloody marvellous. Okay, so this mission, we basically have to kill the envoys as we go to progress to the next part. So we've got the wizard here to kill, then we're going to make our way up this particular track here, watching for the taken boofers who push you off. And then once you get to this particular area, I like saying particulars, in particular, there's a bloody ogre, and kill that ogre, and then continue on the way down this slope, and you're going to get attacked by loads of thrall. So make sure you kill them in an amusing way, or at least in a brutal way, because that's what thrall deserve. And then once all they're done, the seal on the door will crack open, and then you can go into the main room of Savathun's court. Now, as usual, you've got the big shrieker at the top there, and waves of enemies to kill. So as you kill each wave, the eye will open, and it'll allow you to inflict damage on the git. Don't forget, you also have some sub-bosses around. You've got a wizard who you can empty your guts into, and you've also got a massive knight who's obviously got a faulty growth gene because he's really tall. Once you've dispatched both of those, then you will be very close to destroying the Shrieker, and the portal will open, and we can go back and see Eris. Now, this week's end bit of dialogue, that is our little reward for doing this mission, has a guest star, which is really cool, because the story's really starting to take shape. So let's have a watch and see what happens.
Interesting. This phrasing is directed at an equal. The message here is gift. Something offered. In an outstretched hand.
So we've got our nice bit of lore which appears soon, and ooh, that made me jump, I didn't expect that.
Magnificent.
Commander, to what do we owe this pleasure?
I've been reading your reports. The Darkness's messages are...
Playful?
I was going to say obtuse.
Come, have a look at the latest.
What is it?
Looks like a toupee.
A gift.
You could do with a toupee, actually.
This is not what we agreed upon.
I don't remember agreeing to anything.
You're playing a dangerous game. Good thing you're a dangerous woman. The messages you've decrypted have proved invaluable. Now we know how our enemy thinks.
Sorry about this.
Tell me.
There's a glitch coming up.
What if the pyramids were our curiosity?
There you go, see, sorry about that.
We wield their gift against them.
And if it proves unwieldy?
Then it will be surrendered to the Vanguard for containment.
And what of the Hive?
Savathun will not confront us directly. It is not her way.
She thinks too much of herself. And too little of others.
Thank you.
I look forward to your next report. The drifters are lacking.
I'm not surprised really with the Drifter's reports being crap. He doesn't give a monkey's toss about that kind of a thing. Anyway, once Zavala's sodded off back to the tower, go and see this kind of frond here and accept the gift, and that will start the Ruinous Effigy mission. Well, it won't start it, you already started it. It's going to stick it on to the next stage, which I will tackle in a future video, probably tomorrow, actually. And another thing worth noting, you can see there's a large countdown timer here. Now, a lot of people thought that might have been because there's secrets hidden around the place. Well, there probably is, but in the meantime, the reason why we have that timer is because you can listen to all of Eris's old dialogue from the previous week, so you can catch up on it, which is a nice little touch. Thanks very much for that, Bungo, it's great. Now don't forget, if you did enjoy the video, a like would be really appreciated. It helps me get seen, because, you know, that's what I'm trying to do. And also, try to make you laugh a bit and give you a bit of information. And if you want more videos that'll make you laugh and a bit of information, then drop us a subscribe. That would be very appreciated. In the meantime now, I'm going to dive out of my skylight, fly around the Earth, come back and then go to the toilet. Thanks very much for watching, Guardians. See you again very soon.